make sure you're subscribed to Trippie.
What's up, y'all? It's your host, Trippie. We're back to another video. I'm Chin. He's not a simp. He always walking with a limp. He also is a pimp. I know a dude named Dimp. Is he really him? And that's the guy who always know about the music. With the views it. Sometimes you just might need to abuse it. Anyways. For all my new subscribers, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend, to a family that your boy, Trippie, is on the way. And all my current viewers is my loyal fan base that been coming and watching and commenting and all that. Y'all already know what road we on. We're on the road to 500. Let's get it!
So Trippie Redd this whole entire year has been teasing his new album NDA, and like his last two big albums, Mansion Music and Trip at Night, having stacked features from all sorts of mainstream artists from Travis Scott to Playboi Carti. On this next album NDA that is dropping this year, it does seem like Trippie is doing the same thing with his following on his Instagram, showing the potential features on this album, and one of them in particular catching the fans' attention, that being Playboi Carti, and even a snippet of the song being leaked online. Yeah, man, it does seem like Trippie is building another super team for NDA, man. But yeah, let's talk about it. And now it's been 3 years since Trippie's last album, and of course 4 NDA fans are waiting, and this is the album to show the return of Trippie Redd and change the overall perceptions around his name and his music. This past year, Trippie has been seen working with a wide variety of different mainstream artists, overall building the super team for this album, teasing the features on his Instagram following, having 13 features or 13 artists on this album. This isn't the first time that Trippie is building a long stacked feature list for his album. I think what's cool is that obviously Trippie has been in the game for almost 10 years, and during his career he has built so many connections with so many artists, which he can later feature on his albums, with probably the best feature list from any of his albums being Trip at Night. Now, with Trip at Night was the definition of a SoundCloud era super team, having artists like Carti, Uzi, Ski Mask, Juice X, even Drake. It's actually kind of crazy, the super.
If you take the egg off the thing, this album was still here without the egg. Oh, I'm just saying that in general. In general, I'ma just keep it a nice good buck with you. Big ain't a good rapper. He would never would. He got songwriters. But we ain't gonna go out details to that because I don't want to make this whole video. This is about Trippie Redd, the GOAT. One of my goats. Trippie!
Team that bro assembled on this album. And yeah, this album in my
I'm waiting on that NDA to come out, bro. I just can't wait. And he was talking about somebody tell the dude drop my music or something like that, and it's like, it's crazy, bro. Yo, I'm Chin. This is a question for you. I need you to, why you don't you do a summer song, right? Yeah, you did that. You do that. Why you never did something like Early Life Crisis for next man? I know it's delayed. But it's next Friday. It's gonna be the Friday. Like, this how I know Early Life Crisis gotta be the song. It's gonna be the song of March. Now you're gonna say, oh, what? They got Slayer too. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Slayer too. But that March 6th is probably gonna be, that whole March is probably gonna be a good month because I dropped my album too on the March 22nd. Besides that though, back to Trippie though. He was like, bro, he was previewing some songs and stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, when is he gonna drop this, bro? At best, he's gonna drop this. If it would be a blessing in disguise if he dropped this in April, in my month, or he'll drop this. I'll say May, June, July, maybe September, maybe November. At best, that's what I think he might drop in a month. So, I'm ready for any albums, for any artist to drop right now. Besides D8, I don't mess with D8.
Looking back on it, was very underrated, and obviously Trippie is one of the Rage pioneers and influenced so many underground rappers who took Rage to a whole new level, which I feel like people never talk about.
But yeah, the Chew dude, the Chew dude, the Chew. Bashu, Bashu. I don't know how to pronounce that man's name, but I got into him too. So Summer Song, I've been into it, but I never like sat down and listened to him. I got into that like last week. I listened to that. I listened to like a couple songs and the album and stuff like that. I said, okay. See why they got the impact and all that other stuff.
And this album would create a meme of Trippie building the Avengers, which, yeah, man, Trip at Night would sell fairly well, and these features would be a big part towards that. 2 years after Trip at Night, Trippie would again experiment with different sounds with Mansion Music using a more glow trap, Chief Keef inspired sound. And during the Mansion Music rollout, fans were waiting for a love letter to 5, but Mansion Music was a album that Trippie was working on the side, and it was supposed to be a 2-part album, but out of nowhere, it would get leaked, with basically all of these songs on this album being leaked in its entirety, forcing Trippie to drop it early. But also, this album would have so many fucking artists, and the track list would later drop, having 25 songs, and 22 of those songs having features like, I don't know, Future and Lil Baby, Travis Scott, Juice WRLD. And now a lot of people right off the bat would be like, bro, this dude has the entire industry on this project. And I was also kind of skeptical, because I think Trippie obviously doesn't need features and can obviously thrive on solo songs because he is a very talented artist. And the album would drop and of course get mixed opinions because of how bloated it was and how many features were on Mansion Music. And even Trippie's core fan base agrees with what I'm saying, bro. Trippie's albums are so much better when it's just solo songs. And the same thing with Mansion Music and Trip at Night is happening with NDA. Very similar things as I'm hearing.
It is very interesting. Trippie really made me, for one of these albums that I'm gonna damn near drop, made me like, the album. I mean, I want we could talk about it real quick. It's like a 5-minute video. Go to let's search this up real quick. Search this up real quick. I'm typing like somebody for freaking grandma. All right. So basically, this album right here. Okay. The I'm gonna make it close. This album right here. Well, I can just do this one right here. It got the whole detail. This right here, this album. It made me wanted to do something like this, but like in my own different way though. Like just expand like a bunch of random things on this, like childhood mixed with a bunch of like silly stuff on it. Y'all gonna see our album. Maybe I might do 2. Maybe just 1. I don't know yet. But in general though, Trippie really made me think about album covers, and he's one of the artists. Like he's definitely number one of the people that made me want to like change up my cover art as an artist. So I like to shout out Trippie for that, man. Because I was just doing basic covers. In my mind, I had basic covers. Now I got some crazy covers. It's gonna be crazy, very much crazy. But yeah.
NDA songs are leaking, bro. Like, first thing first, I don't condone any leaks, man. I think we should all wait for the album to fucking like drop, bro. But like Mansion Music, Pegasus Trip at Night, it's happening again.
They did it to Pegasus. They got a version of Pegasus with 40 songs, and 5 or 6 of the songs ain't even songs. They fucking noises of me going like woo.
Besides the leaks, man, Trippie's next album, NDA, has gained popularity online for the artist that he is following on Instagram. For NDA so far, we have 13 features based off his Instagram following, and so far we have Sexy Red and Glorilla, which a lot of fans have mixed opinions. Instagram following. And so far, we have Sexy Red.
We got Bay on the side right here. You know, that's Bay. That's Bay. Then we got Bestie right here. This Bay and Bestie. I ain't just. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I feel like me and Sexy Red would be good friends though. On some real shit, bro. I feel like me and her would just sit there and laugh and joke the whole time. And like just I don't know. If I see Sexy Red before I see Glorilla and like in person, not in concert wisely, and we like build like a nice good bond. Not saying if it doesn't happen. I hope it does. And we get a bond like this, bro. I'm gonna cherish that bond for the rest of my life. Like low key.
And Glorilla, which a lot of fans have mixed opinions on these artists. I mean, I would much rather have other artists. Nothing against them. It's just not my type of like.
Oh, but that's gonna sound great. We need to put more females on the map. For like more female, like definitely we need to put more female artists in our freaking thing. Not just straight dudes. We gotta have females on that stuff too. And that's why I said when we ever do get to a chance to hit all our goals that we're gonna get, I'm gonna have a whiteboard, a big whiteboard of songs of people I want to make songs for. I'm gonna flip it and we're gonna do what we're gonna do. You feel me?
Music, but yeah, man, they are two hit makers, so I guess that is cool. Ski Mask is also like on this like album, which they actually are going on tour soon, which is pretty cool. Thugger also, man, Thugger and Trippie have been locked in these past few months, even being in the studio together. Wayne also being on the album. Party Next Door also, man. Tory as well, another R&B artist, and I feel like Trippie thrives when it comes to R&B. So yeah, that is very good.
Melly and Troy is actually gonna do their songs that they in jail. Like, does they have like a thing for them to like get on like like a phone call for like a long hour phone call, and they just say they verse and stuff like that, and then just try to the engineer do that? Because I did see that they did that for Troy. They did that for Troy, so that's how he like dropping songs. They just calling him and he dropping the song and he just do it like that.
Also is very interesting. Trippie did hop on a Melly Open and it does sound pretty fire. No Cap is still on the album even after the controversy with Trippie being on stream with his ex. Kodak is on the album. Quavo.
And I mean that is what it is. That have nothing to do with him. You feel me? No Cap is what it is. He just got I fuck with that tattoo though. Love, hate. I mess with that, but I wouldn't get that in my eyebrows. I'll probably get that like, and right here in my neck tattoo. And we gotta stop. Like, hold on. Let me pause to the side with this music stuff. We as a society, we gotta stop hating on neck tattoos. So what man got this type of tattoos on his neck? That's his life. If he want to have that type of tattoo on his neck, that's him. Anyways, continue.
Even after the controversy.
Damn, hold on, no cap. Your girl fine too. She looking like hold on, wait a minute. She looking like YBO. Man, hold on, wait a minute. Jania? Like Jania? This like could be Jania's sister. Let me find out.
With Trippie being on stream with his ex. Kodak is on the album.
Kodak.
Quavo. And last but not least, Cardi. Now, Cardi was teased to be on the album late last.
Sooner or later, Lookville baby. Sooner or later, Lookville baby. One day, me and Trippie gonna have our own album, just me and him, and then we're gonna do another album. We're gonna do another album with a bunch of other people on it. You know, who knows?
Last year after Trippie did pop out at the Antagonist tour, and the two of them would be locked in with Trippie being seen with Opium a lot. And of course, Trippie and Cardi have had songs in the past. Cardi was on Trip at Night and was supposed to be on Mansion Music, but ended up not happening. But Cardi's version of Mansion Music is a song that I think all of us will forever die to freaking hear, bro. A concern that a lot of fans have after seeing this feature list is Cardi potentially not clearing his verse, which has been a trend for Cardi these past few years, with them only clearing artist features that are bigger than him. But I have hope for a few reasons. First of all, Cardi has seemed to be more open to be on features, especially this past year being on Nav and Lil Baby's album. Cardi and Trippie are longtime collaborators, and they're obviously still tight in 2026. And even a snippet of Cardi's verse on this album leaked online, which isn't deep voice. I mean, I don't know if like, you know, this is for sure the like verse, but Hey man,
Hold
this
on. That ain't hard.
verse isn't deep voice for once, and I'm
That
seeing
ain't bad. That's hard. That's hard. It's having the band, yeah. It's having the band, yeah. I like that.
a lot of mixed opinions on this verse. I mean, hey, bro, personally, I think it's fire, and Trippie and Cardi are like two of my favorite artists of all time, so can't be mad at it. But yeah, man, overall, based on the features, it's pretty stacked.
Okay. All right. And that's Trippie Red. Yeah, his head always red. And could turn blind. Or black. Who knows? It might turn brown. But just know, life is great. And don't always frown. Anyways, 1 to 500, and I'm out.